It's September 12th, 1982, past midnight in Lewiston, Idaho. The Lewiston Civic Theater sits quiet, its stage lights casting eerie shadows. Inside, Stephen Pearsall, 35, plays a soft tune on his clarinet, then silence. Outside, Christina Nelson, 21, and Brandy Miller, 18, walk past, their footsteps fading into the night. By morning, all three are gone, swallowed by the darkness. No screams, no witnesses, no answers. From 1979 to 1982, 5 people vanish or turn up dead in the peaceful Lewis-Clark Valley, a small-town haven turned hunting ground. A shadowy figure tied to the victims and that theater slips through the cracks. If true crime sends shivers down your spine, like it does me, hit that subscribe button. Let's chase this killer. Who was lurking in those shadows? How's he still free? This is the nightmare of the Lewis-Clark Valley. Dare to dig in? Picture the Lewis-Clark Valley, late 70s to early 80s. Straddling the Snake River, it's a quiet slice of Americana split between Lewiston, Idaho, and Clarkston, Washington. Folks here farm, hunt, and know their neighbors by name. The Lewiston Civic Theater is the heart of the community, where locals stage plays and swap stories. It's the kind of place where you leave doors unlocked. Christina White, 12, loves the Asotin County Fair, pedaling her white bike through town, shy but curious. Kristen David, 22, a University of Idaho student, is all energy, biking long stretches with dreams of adventure. Christina Nelson, 21, and her stepsister, Brandy Miller, 18, are artsy, working at the Civic Theater, chasing dreams of the stage. Stephen Pearsall, 35, a quiet guy, cleans the theater and plays clarinet, his music a constant companion. They're ordinary people living simple lives. But someone's watching. A man, known to them all, tied to the theater and a house in Asotin, hides a dark secret. They trusted their neighbors. Big mistake. April 28, 1979, Asotin, Washington. Christina White, a 12-year-old with a shy smile, is at the county fair, soaking in the lights and laughter. Around 2:30 p.m., she calls her mom from a friend's house, saying she's dizzy from the heat. "Rest up. Ride your bike home," her mom says. Christina never makes it. Her white bike vanishes too. That friend's house? It belongs to the girlfriend, later wife, of a man who becomes the prime suspect. Cops find Christina's school papers, torn to shreds, in a nearby field. He was at the fair that day, mingling, watching. Did he see her? He says no, but his story's shaky. 2 years later, June 26, 1981, Kristen David, a 22-year-old college student, rides her bike from Moscow to Lewiston on Highway 95. She's strong, independent, but she never arrives. July 4th, a fisherman spots bags floating on the Snake River. Inside, wrapped in newspapers from April 1981, are pieces of Kristen's body. A witness saw a man in a brown car talking to a cyclist like her on the highway. Guess who worked near that stretch? The same guy. September 12th, 1982, is the darkest night. Christina Nelson and Brandy Miller, stepsisters, leave their apartment to hit Safeway, leaving a note. Back soon. They walk past the Civic Theater where they've worked on plays. Stephen Pearsall, a theater janitor, gets a ride there around midnight to do laundry and practice his clarinet. None of them are seen again. The theater's a common thread. Nelson and Miller knew it well. Pearsall practically lived there. The suspect? He's there that night claiming he napped on a couch, heard nothing. But his story shifts. First he's out for pizza at 9 p.m., then it's 10. Why the change? March 1984. Hunters find Nelson and Miller's bodies in a shallow grave near Kendrick, Idaho, 30 miles away. Miller's death is ruled a homicide. Nelson's cause is unclear. Rope on their bodies matches cords from the Civic Theater. Pearsall's still missing, his clarinet left behind. An odd detail for a guy who never parted with it. Did he see something that night? Was he silenced? The cases scream connection. All 5 victims, Christina, Kristen, Christina, Brandy, Stephen, knew the suspect. He worked at the Civic Theater, hung out near Highway 95, and was linked to the house where Christina called home. His alibis don't add up. For Christina, he says he left the fair early, but witnesses place him there. For Kristen, he claims he was nowhere near Highway 95, but his job put him close. For the theater vanishings, he's on site, yet asleep. He refuses polygraphs, dodges questions. Cops find newspaper scraps from April 1981 at his place, like those on Kristen's body. But it's not enough to charge him. The rope, the theater, the lies, it's all too close. How do you miss a killer standing right there? What was he hiding in that dark, empty stage? The community whispers he knew their routines, their trust. He was one of them, or so they thought. The investigation is a mess. Lewiston Police, a Sutton County Sheriff, and FBI step on each other's toes, split by state lines, Idaho versus Washington. Jurisdictional fights slow everything down. They question the suspect, but he's slippery, lawyered up, untouchable without hard evidence. The rope from the theater? Never fully tested. Those April 1981 newspapers brushed off as coincidence. Early leads, like Christina's torn papers or the brown car on Highway 95, go cold fast. Families, like Gloria Bobert's, Christina Nelson's relative, beg for action. They hire lawyers, push for FBI involvement, but get stonewalled. DNA testing in the 80s is basic. Samples from the bodies are too degraded or lost. The suspect walks free, even after failing a polygraph in a related case. Why didn't they push harder? By the 90s, the cases are cold, the valley haunted by unanswered questions. Families hold vigils, clinging to hope. Was the evidence buried with the victims? As of July 2025, the Lewis-Clark Valley murders remain unsolved, but there's a flicker of hope. The 2018 docuseries Cold Valley and a July 2025 Crime Junkie podcast episode stir new interest. Detective Jackie Nichols of Asotin County believes modern DNA tech could crack it if they can retest old evidence. Posts on X, like from at Cold Case Fan, call for tips, keeping the cases alive. The suspect, now older, still hasn't been charged. His name whispered but never confirmed publicly. Gloria Boberts runs a Facebook page, Lewis-Clark Valley Serial Killer, pleading for answers. The valley's changed. Doors stay locked now, trust is thin. Christina White, Kristen David, Christina Nelson, Brandy Miller, and Stephen Pearsall deserve justice. If you know anything, call a Sutton County Sheriff at 509-243-4717 or the FBI at 1-800-CALL-FBI, case 1979 to 1982. What happened that night at the theater? Is the killer still out there? Drop your theories below. Hit like. Subscribe. Let's keep their names alive. The truth's waiting. Will we find it?